Hey everybody, this is Frilioth and welcome to another Minecraft episode on the Alphacraft server. Right, I'm back in spawn again today. I'm in the station, the magnificent Jaques-O Wild station, and we're going to start doing some work in here very soon. Not today, but very, very soon. Just over there, just above my head. I like pointing with my head. You can see some buttons on the wall. That's where we're going to be putting the selector panel for the stations where you want to go to. So if you want to go to Luke's base, you wander over there, press a button for Luke's base, jump in the minecart, and off you go. And I've been working on a select panel. I think it's going to be brilliant. It's going to be brilliant because I said so. So I'm really looking forward to that. But what I want to do to start with is I just want to go and put in a storage system, or a proper storage system for the it's dark o'clock, for the Iron Alpha. So I'm going to turn around so I don't die, and I don't want to be going that way. So at the moment the Iron Alpha, which has been working constantly now for quite a few weeks, can you believe it's the end of January? It's the end of January already. It was only 5 minutes ago that it was Christmas. But there you go. In 5 minutes it's going to be Christmas again, isn't it? But at the moment the Iron Alpha doesn't have any storage. The storage... Oh, hello fella. I'm going to wander straight into you. I really ought to sleep. Let's wander around there and garrot this skelly while he's not looking. Hello mate, look who's here. It's me. Frills from behind. So now we've got rid of him. What was I saying? The Iron Alpha at the moment doesn't have any storage. The stuff's coming down into here and then going no further. And what I was doing was manually putting it into these chests. But as you can see, it's a laborious old job. And I know Jaques-O Wild have had away with most of the iron blocks to make the crane over there. So we need to do something about that. So I'm going to hook up the storage, the hoppers down there, and I've done a little bit of work already. I'm going to hook them up to that hopper there. So they're going to come around under the floor here, around to here. There's going to be, look at that, I'm worried to death. There's going to be an item elevator going up to the top, probably using droppers, because we're going to block it in with some more redstone brick and the like. And then it's going to come around inside here to all of this lovely, lovely storage. Now, Jaques-O Wild put quite a bit of storage in here, but I've just added to it. And I'll explain why once it starts filling up. But it's going to come into here and then start filling up the bottom and then gradually work its way up and gradually, and you know, so on and so forth. Basic storage system with chests. But I don't want the poppies going in there, so we are going to have to stick in some kind of poppy filtration system, which is probably going to be around here underground. So I'm going to dig. I don't even have no, I don't. I've come to work in the desert. I'm going to have to nick one of Jaques-O Wild's noops, because I'm pretty sure I don't have any noops myself. Oh, I have. So let me dig this out, make a bit of space, and then we'll start working on said transport and filtration system. Right, so I've done a bit of digging out. I've also turned that off because it was making so much noise. So now I just need to run a line of hoppers over here. Right, so I'm not going to fill those up just yet. Let me just stick a temporary block just there. And then I've just got to get underneath and put the final one in a second. But I just don't want to do that yet until I've got this bit of redstone in over here. Now, I forgot them. I don't have them. I'm just going to stick a basic item elevator in here. And I know you guys are going to be screaming at the at the PC in a second, because I'm going to use lots and lots and lots of observers, because I can. There's no other reason for it. So yes, I know I can probably do this with half the number of observers. What's above me there? Is it anything? Nothing? But I'm a big observer fan, so observers it is. Oh! So we're going to need a little bit of space there. And then we want a comparator. It's going to be a little comparator hopper clock combo kind of thing. Again, no room in my inventory. One of them. One of them. Get that on some of this, so I know. Some of them, some of this, some of that, some of those. Like that. Okay, so one of those in there. Flashes like a good one. Right, so now this is where we need observers. Observer to update that. That to update that. This is where I want jump 2, and I don't have it. Not here anyway. And then I want another observer there. Digging away all of Jax's hard work. That there. Oh, that really does sting. Will really leave a mark. Jump, 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 jump. That there. So I'm going to stick in the bottom droppers, or the bottom hoppers even. Hoppers, droppers, droppers, hoppers. And then we'll get to work doing a little item sorter just there to get rid of the poppies. So earlier on I was complaining. I wasn't complaining because it's here for everybody to use. But I was saying that it looked like Jaques and Wild had used most of the iron, because some of the chests had gone and some of the chests are empty, and I just completely wasn't looking. We've got loads and loads of chests over here still full of iron. So sorry JJ and Wild, I didn't mean to accuse you of pilfering. That's not what I meant at all. Right, where were we? Line of hoppers going around into the bottom of the drop tower. That's all working. We now need a filter of some kind in here. So if we have one of them there and one of them there, I want the... I want them to go into one dropper, but before I can do that, let's put a block down there. And I need a comparator coming off of the back of these bad boys, don't I? One like that. And then a couple of blocks. I'm going to run out of blocks. How am I going to run out of blocks? Frills? I like that. Just been jumped on again by a skelly. There and there. Stuff that's never going to go through. What's never going to go through the filter? Rockets. Gunpowder. Redstone could do. Dirt certainly could do. It's going to have to be rockets, because... Oh no, I can't. I don't have enough rockets to do that. Shall I use iron? That'll work, won't it? Jokes. That could do. Bookshelves. Bookshelves certainly won't, and we've got a lot of them. So I'm going to use bookshelves. So before I put a bookshelf in there, I need to put in a... How many times have you done this? You've done this a few times, Frills, and you're still struggling. So that can then go straight into lava then, can't it? And that way then, oh, that's better. I wish I'd have done this to start with. Instead of messing about. That there, that there, that there. This is better. Plan. Plan before you do anything, Frills. That there, 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 there. Lava down here. Like that. Fill it up like that. Block in there. Everybody is a winner. Can I throw something in there that I don't need? We'll put some sandstone. Burnt to a crisp. Everybody is happy. Alright. 15, 16, 17. Did I say 17? That's 18, but we'll have 2 poppies in there just to be on the safe side. So now if everything goes according to plan, iron is going to go straight across there. Poppies are going to get sucked down into there, aren't they? They are, aren't they? Let's grab some iron before I plumb it all in. There it is. Excellent. I knew it was going to work. Lovely. Right, so just got to make sure it's all going in. I'm happy with that. I'll fill all of this in now. And then we've got a little job back at the Stronghold. I want to knock myself up a couple of potion brewing stands in a room I've got in the Stronghold. So I've cleared out most of that room. So back at the Stronghold, and I've just noticed that I've spent a load of time at spawn on the Iron Alpha forge storage thingamajiggy. So I don't really have as much time to do this as I'd like. So what I'm going to do is this is where it's going to be. My guardian, you probably just saw as I ran past it. There's my guardian, my 2 aquariums and my drowned farm. Oh look, right on cue with a fishing rod. Oh, it's a trident. Where's my looting sword? Did I get a trident? That'd be fantastic, wouldn't I? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't I? No, of course I didn't, because I'm not that lucky. Anyway, that's that. So I'm building the potion room down here. And I've come up with a design that's reasonably small. It's not the smallest. It's not tiny. If you want to see a really small one, really fantastic one, check out 2020 MC. I'll put a link in the description. Von Tom and War have done a fantastic little potion brewing stand. It's tiny. This one's going to be slightly bigger because I don't need it that small. And also I want to be able to put my ingredients in at the top. And it's not going to be one that just runs continuously, because I don't need that. I'm just going to press a button. It's going to brew 3 potions. And if I want some more, I'll press the button again. And we're going to have 2 down that wall, 2 down that wall, 2 down that wall. And I'm probably going to have somewhere here for throwing in water bottles. And the water bottles will go up around the top and go in via a water stream. So first of all, I need to dig out a bit of space. So I'm going to dig out a bit of space here. And I'm going to do that off camera. And when I've made a bit of room, I'll bring you back in and we'll build a potion brewing stand. Okay, so I've made a bit of room and I think I've got everything I need. So I'm going to grab a chest and we'll have a chest bang in the middle. Just there. With a dropper, a hopper going into it. And I'm going to lock that hopper with a redstone torch there. So nothing now, when I put the potion brewing stand on there, when I put water bottles in, nothing's going to flow out because the torch is going to lock it. Let's have a couple of those there. How many of those have I got? I've got a few. And then we're going to stick a a wooden button. It has to be a wooden button. I did want to put a dark oak button on here, but I don't have a dark oak button. So there you go. Don't have a dark oak button. But if we put a blob of dust just there, if I now press the button, you'll see the torch goes off, allowing everything to flow through that's in there, the 3 bottles. And the wooden button gives a pulse length just long enough to allow the 3 bottles to flow out. If we used the stone button, only 2 bottles would flow out. So that's why we're using a wooden one. And now I need to link that up. We need to put another hopper there. That's where the water bottles are going to go in from. So all the water bottles are going to be in there, and we want to lock that hopper at the same time as we unlock that hopper. Now we can't use any repeaters because repeaters adds a tick, adds a delay to it, and if we add delay, then the hoppers will be out of sync and they'll stop working. So we need to put that there. I need to put a stair behind that. I want that to go. It's gonna have to be a stair as well then. Okay. I want that to go up there. I want that to go. Oh, it's gonna have to go around the back. It means I'm gonna be able to see it. I can't put a block there either, a solid block, because I don't want this locking that hopper, so it has to be a stair. So now that's good, isn't it? So press the button, the signal goes up, it locks that hopper, but it releases that hopper. Let me grab a couple of bottles and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, I've thrown a load of my gear in that chest to make room for the bottles because water bottles don't stack. Which is a good thing and a bad thing. So at the moment, hopper at the bottom is locked. Throw those water bottles in there. They'll filter down, but they'll stop in the brewing stand, which is perfect, which is just what we need. There's nothing in the chest. There's nothing in that hopper. If we press the button, you'll see that they all disappear and then they all fill back up again. And we've got the 3 bottles that were in there have now gone into the bottom. And there's nothing in the hopper. If we'd have put a delay in this line by using a repeater, which I could have done, then there would have been 4 bottles in the bottom. I'm in an orange now because I'm going to be able to see through the back. Can I put? Oh, yes, Frills, yes. Oh, don't want that. I don't want to be able to see if I can get away with it. I don't want to be able to see anything through here. And I can just about get away with, just about bare having the redstone at the back. I could. I mean, I've got plenty of room. There's no reason why I might even do that. I could pull it all the way around the back, couldn't I? I'm fiddling and I should have done all this prior. So if we have that there and then have that running around here, that does the same job, but it's bigger. But it's not as if I'm short of a couple of... not short of a bit of space, am I? So if I throw those water bottles back in there again, they're filled up. 3 there, none in there, none in there. Press the button. Those disappear. They fill back up again. I've got 3 in there and none in there. So that does the job. It's just a little bit longer. But I'm not short of a bit of space. And now that means that if I fill that up like this, I can't see anything through, which is just what I want. Now we need to put our ingredients in the top. So I need to put a hopper facing down like that. And in there, I want to put items that won't stack. So I'm going to, sorry, not that they won't stack, that won't go into the brewing stand. So that's why I'm using stone. And then on top of that, we're going to need that. Then I need some droppers. Have I got any droppers on me? Of course I don't have droppers on me. Dispensers. We need droppers this time. We don't need dispensers, otherwise we'll just be shooting stuff out everywhere. And then if we have a couple of temporary blocks like that, I'm going to have to dig the ceiling out, and I should have done all of that before I started doing this, because there's water up there, and water and redstone until Mojang come up with green slime stone, which is still, I think, still a goer. We can't mix water and redstone. There, and there. Okay, do I dig that out on camera? I probably don't. Excellent, that'll do. Right, so now we need some repeaters. Obviously, all of that stone has just gone straight into these hoppers. So there you go. So I need to dig that out before we do anything. Now we need a couple of repeaters on here. These are going to power those droppers via quasi connectivity. I've talked about quasi before. It's when it powers something, but it's not actually connected to it. As you can see, the repeaters are pointing into a block of air, not into a solid block, but they will power that dropper, and they'll power droppers and they'll power pistons, but they won't power blocks or anything like that. And also what it means is, if I put a block on the front there, if I put a block just there, it would power this dropper, but it would also power the dropper next to it, which would break what I'm trying to do, so we can't do that. But I do want to cover the front off so you can't see behind it, so I can do that using our trusty stairs. But I can't do it from this side because that's going to look stupid. Brilliant. So now I need to grab some slabs. A lot of this around here I'm going to use slabs or stairs, because I can't have, if I use the solid block there and put redstone on it, it would lock those hoppers. And I can't do that, which is why I need to use slabs, and we need to put a bit of dust on top of those. And now I need to run this line of dust up here to power those droppers. So I'll press the button, the stuff in the bottles in the brewing stand will fall out, and at the same time the top droppers will fire, which will shoot the ingredients into there, which will then get sucked down into the I'm talking again, and I should just do it. Just do it, Frills. What are you doing? Right, so if we pop that out and put a solid block. Then we can run a slab, stair stepping it up. And then across to there. Okay. Cooking on gas. So now that can go up to there. This is where I've got jump again. Jump. Onto there, onto there. I'll put a bit of a delay in. Bit of a delay. Now, I want these to fire in a specific order. You can get them all to fire at the same time, and Minecraft will pick which droppers to fire first. Then you've just got to figure out which ones are first. But I want the middle one to fire first, then the one on the left, which when we're looking at it from the front, then the one on the right. So if we leave that on 1 tick and we move that to 2 ticks, and we have that on 3 ticks, and we'll test it by sticking, let's stick some torches in the middle dropper. We'll stick some repeaters in the left hand dropper, and we'll stick some comparators in the right hand dropper. So it should, in here, we should get torches, then repeaters, then comparators. And we've got blocks to start with. So we've got torches, repeaters, comparators. Perfect. Once again, obviously it's not filling up because we've got no water bottles, but we've got torches, repeaters, comparators. Once more, I'm just going to do it once more. Torches, repeaters, comparators, which is brilliant. So now I know that I can have my warts in the middle. I can have my main ingredient in there, whether that's pufferfish for water breathing, or blaze powder, or glistening melons, and then I can have my multiplier, my extender, or my glowstone or my redstone in that one. Now if I wanted to make splash potions, and to be honest, there is only ever one splash potion that I'm ever going to use, and I'm not even going to use that now because I've got no intention of turning zombie villagers into villagers anymore. But if I wanted to make splash potions, I'd just make one of these somewhere else and just fill it with gunpowder. Wouldn't need any of this, but I'm not going to need them. So you following me? You dig me? So we'll fill that in. Look at that, it's brilliant. You can't see anything. And there's my water bottles. Fill those back up again. They disappear. I've run out of torches at the top. I know I have. Yes, I have. Brilliant. So I'm going to go away now and grab myself some blaze powder. Also, I've not put a dropper, a hopper, or a chest on the side to feed this with blaze powder, because you can get 64 blaze powder in there. I mean, that'd be more potions than I'm ever going to need just by putting 64 blaze powder in the brewing stand. So I don't really see the point of having a chest on the side to fill it with blaze powder. So yeah, give me a couple of seconds, and I'll grab some blaze powder, grab some ingredients, and we'll start making some probably water breathing potions in this one. Back in a minute. Right, I've just popped over to my auto fisher and I've grabbed myself a load of pufferfish. We'll stick redstone in that one. I need some wart. Bit of wart. Stick that in the middle. Then grab my water bottles, and I need to fill them up with water. Where's my water? There's my water. Brilliant. So the three we've got in there now are currently just water bottles, aren't they? So in order to get the system working, we need to start it, and then that will flush out the 3 water bottles, and then we need to throw in the blaze powder, and that'll start brewing. Get these water bottles out of there. Fabulous. So there we've got extended potions of water breathing. And if I press a button, they disappear. Go into my chest. And a new one starts breeding. A new one starts brewing. So I'll tidy this up a little bit, put a bit of lighting over the back. As I said, that I could probably make this a little bit smaller. Could I? Oh, I wonder. No. Yeah, I could make it a little bit smaller if I wanted to, but that would mean I could see the redstone from the front, and I don't want to be able to see the redstone from the front. I might even put a bit of glowstone just there. I'll try it. I'll try it and see what happens. So I'm going to put another 5 of those around here, and then we'll purify this up a little bit. But I'm afraid that's going to have to wait until next time, because we've run out of time again, everybody. Time doesn't half fly when you're having fun. So thank you for watching, everybody. I really do appreciate it. If you have enjoyed the episode, please don't forget to leave it a like. And if you've really loved it, don't forget to subscribe for future videos. And we'll finish this bad boy off in the next episode. This is Frilioth, and I'm out of here.